All right, let's talk about Crowder. Crowder released a video trying to, for those of you guys who didn't see, Crowder is he's a conservative commentator and apparently he says he's a comedian, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. He always says he's a comedian, but like, where are the nightmare? Where are the jokes? I don't get it. Anyway, we completely owned him. He's been dodging this other political commentator called Sam Cedar, who's a very intelligent, skilled political analyst and debater, and Crowder because he's full of shit and he knows that all of his beliefs are just a total grift, and it all falls apart immediately when faced with the real opponent. He's been dodging him. We got him good. He wanted to debate me, and we surprised him with Sam Cedar. You guys have probably all seen the video, but he titled his video "The Greatest Self-Own." H3 wrecks himself and brags about it.
I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I don't know who told him that.
Wrong.
I was like, who told you that, bro?
I thought we were best friends.
Well, it's okay. So here we put together a little edit to show all of the ironies, inconsistency, and lies of Steven. First, you guys remember when this whole rift started? He was going, Ethan? Who is his name? Ethan? Mm-hmm. I don't know who he is. Ethan?
Is it Ethan?
But you don't even have to think about it, dude.
But then suddenly, when I get in front of him, he's like, oh, H3, he's one of the OGs. I love his content. So here. Or I used to love his content, which is what all the conservatives say to burn me, apparently. It's like, yeah, well, I'm glad you don't anymore. That's kind of the point. I don't want you watching my shit.
Here's something that I really wanted to touch on.
Oh boy.
This guy, I think his name, what's his name there, Token Allen? Is his real name Ethan?
Ethan?
Ethan? Yeah. Is it?
The H3
Yeah.
thing?
It's Ethan. What is it?
Ethan? How can you?
So awkward.
I've never seen someone pretend so hard not to know someone.
It's such a regular name. Like, you said it right.
Ethan?
Don't have to think about it, dude.
Ethan?
There? Ethan Klein, your mic's on there. I remember him back in the day, and I used to...
Okay, so now here he is talking about me and where I self-owned.
Back in the day, and I used to...
He remembers
I didn't really
me.
like his content, but I remember I supported him where he said, hey, YouTube should actually find a way to monetize my content. We don't do debates based on a lie. I just don't want to have a debate based on a lie.
So that was his defense, is that you want to have a debate based on a lie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means. Oh, that he wasn't...
Because he was lied about Sam Cedar being here.
Because he wanted to have a debate with somebody that is not a debater, is not familiar with all the politics, so that he can look like a cool, epic dude.
Yeah.
But you know what? This was actually great. This guy, Cenk, is that how you say his name?
Cenk.
Oh, Cenk. From the Young Turks. He's like...
Hassan's uncle.
Yeah, Hassan's uncle, actually, interestingly. Was like, this guy's so full of shit, he ambushed me at South by Southwest. So for him to be like, oh, I don't want to debate based on this, is like, once again, one of the many hypocrisies and cowardice of Steven Crowder. I'll play it here.
What's going on here? I thought we were having a reasonable discussion. That's not the real Jake. That's bullshit. I'm the real Jake over here. It's supposed to happen. I'm the Jake over you married.
Okay, this is Steven Crowder.
This is Steven Crowder,
Crowder,
the comedian, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
I think he's mostly just funny I think he's mostly just angry because what we did was actually funny. You know.
Yeah.
This isn't the real Jake. You think you're a man and genocide happened. It's bullshit.
Which this is way more disrespectful than what we did.
This is not
Yeah, he's crashing his panel. Apparently he bought a super expensive ticket, crashed the panel, and then wouldn't leave, by the way, until he was forcibly removed by security.
So fucking stupid, bro.
But honestly, his biggest crime is just not even being funny, right? Like, gotta say, the guy is not funny. How does he consider himself a comedian with a straight face is beyond me.
What he does, okay?
This is what he does.
Doing an impression. You know that bullshit. Okay? Okay, right?
He basically
what he does
makes
money. Is he makes money.
I'm gonna go up there and say what he says.
That's so annoying.
Wise, right? Like,
So again, he's such a coward bitch that he's gonna cry about being ambushed. He's done the same thing, dude. Just get the fuck over
Wow,
yourself.
what a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
right. So I do this homophobic stuff too, right? And I go, and then I feel like you're a homophobe, but really, I guess you really.
Someone like a Sam Cedar who just...
He didn't even wait.
So he says now Sam said he wouldn't let him speak, which is odd because Crowder was just panicking and shouting over everybody the whole time. And you could see Sam sitting patiently, respectfully, because Sam really actually wanted to have a conversation, as we all did want to see that. And Crowder is just panicking and flailing the whole time, as you'll see here.
Never lets you speak.
Yes, that's right. Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Ben
Rubin
and Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been avoiding.
Not just attempting
Sam
to get
Cedar.
your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen, I mean, it's about issues. Let's
It's about
talk
issues,
about those
yeah.
issues.
That's
I think 6 or 7 million
I think,
subscribers.
let me answer. Can I answer your
don't
question?
think they
Can I
do.
answer your question? Can I answer your question?
Sure.
You want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who? For me,
By the way, his whole argument was like, nobody knows who you are. Then why is this turned into such a big story?
Yeah.
Clearly, everybody knows who he is and knows about this thing of you not wanting to debate him because it turned into this huge story. So, like, basically,
Also, I'm sorry, but 1 million subscribers, that's not little.
of course not. That's a massive channel.
Yeah.
Especially for like political topics.
Right, it's niche.
Yeah.
And he's very much in the details where Crowder is just doing like performative, like clickbait, outrage stuff, where Sam's
Yeah,
actually
Sam
talking
has
about-
like hour-long
Yeah.
interviews about a single issue. It's very dry and detailed.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was going to happen.
such panic. But it's just funny because basically his two arguments was, one, nobody knows who you are, which he immediately contradicted himself by admitting that he was following his show to watch if he went live the previous week. So we actually had to dupe him, pre-record, fake going live to get him to go on with us this time. So, and also by the evidence that the entire internet exploded talking about this is further proof that everybody knows who he is. But again, the ultimate slam dunk to that is like, if you don't want to have debates with people who are who people don't know who they are, then why do you set up at college campuses?
Right.
So fucking stupid, bro.
It's just the guy. It doesn't make.
You know what's bizarre too? Maybe I didn't watch the entirety of his version of the events or whatever, but maybe somebody who did he try and frame it as if Ethan was the one that challenged him to a debate? Because I'm seeing that from his
Really?
supporters
Oh,
all over
really?
the place. I'm
Yes.
like, are they unaware
really?
that
Really?
Stephen is the one who started this?
Oh.
He issued the challenge to
Oh,
the
yeah.
debate.
So in his response video, he said it about 4 times. He said that Ethan was the one that reached out to me. He says real quick, I invited him first on the show, but then like throughout the show, like 4 different occasions.
He
he's
laid
like,
down the
Wow.
gauntlet.
Right.
It's
Honestly,
indisputable.
honestly, I don't really even care. It's like you just got owned, bro. You
Yeah.
just got punked.
Yeah.
Who cares? He goes
Weird.
He wrote me this long email about his dad. Actually, wrote this email. He keeps tap dancing around the fact that his dad is his booker and his handler and everything. His dad wrote us an email being like, just a one-on-one debate, no razzes. No funny business. And I didn't even respond. I was like, dude, just fucking set up the debate, douche.
There will be razzes.
You're
will be
gonna
funny
razz
business.
you, bro. I didn't agree to anything, by the way. I didn't say, okay, no funny business.
Right. He said when I was communicating with his dad as well, he said something like, no goofs. Let's just play this straight or whatever.
I didn't even agree to that.
Yeah, I didn't-
I
I
just
didn't
said, I said,
didn't
all
say
here,
yes to
just send
that.
me the Zoom link. Not that it matters even. It's like if you're such a genius that predicted this, you probably should have been better prepared for it.
Yep.
So it's like everything he's tried to say to excuse this is just absolutely contradicted by what happened. Yeah. It's awesome.
A man makes an agreement.
No, but he challenged. My whole point of satirizing this was because he challenged me to a debate.
Yeah. And it's like, why?
And I was like, exactly.
Why?
Exactly. So I was like, okay, let's have a debate. We saw the opportunity and we took it. And you're a sucker. Simple as that, dude. And I don't know who told you I was a good guy. You spent like 3 episodes trashing me, so I'm confused by what made you think that.
And a man is good to his word.
Yeah.
This really comes down to an agreement good to your word, and I know you always have two.
I didn't ever agree to shit. You should see the conversation. I literally didn't agree to anything you said.
He showed the DMs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he did show the
Yeah,
DMs.
so everybody can see it. Ethan didn't agree to that.
He's like, okay, here, blah, 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 blah. I was like, just send the link, douchebag. I didn't agree to anything.
But at the same time, in his response video, he's talking about switching up the subject on you. In this part we're watching right now, he's saying he wanted to switch and talk about big tech.
Great point.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was like, let's talk about COVID and trusting authorities and stuff. I obviously didn't give a fuck what we were going to debate because the whole time I was just going to dunk on him. But here he is saying
He was gonna
try to switch the topic on me.
Ooh.
Signs will and a cleaner side wins, but really there's only one side that's based on a lie. And I wish it didn't happen because I really wanted to talk to him about his relationship with Susan Wojcicki and
Oh, what? So he was going to try to
What?
shop me about my relationship with Susan Wojcicki?
What relationship?
That I took a photo with her once.
You know what that is, right?
But is that the part of the
Oh, you think
advanced?
it's the Jewish conspiracy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Advanced
that isn't what I was going to say, but that's actually a good point as well. No, that's him having a conversation with our buddy Jeremy.
Jeremy, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where else would that come from? Come on.
100%.
Alright.
I believe Jeremy is the source of all
The quartering.
This yeah.
Yes, because Quartering
sorry.
is a huge fan of Steven Crowder
What a
and has
great source.
and has been a guest on his show several times. So
Oh.
Peed in my basement. Everyone's Zach. Come on. Come on.
peed in my
Thank you.
basement.
What, I got a bag?
I was
My
telling
wife went
Dan
out for
that
pizza without
whenever we
me.
did the interview, whenever we got Crowder, that Jeremy's pissing everywhere. Like I feel
He's
so
pissing
bad for
all
us.
over
He's
his house,
all
dude.
over the dog, the neighborhood, everywhere.
Well, I would assume there's probably some evidence of that.
There will be.
My wife just went out for pizza without me.
My wife
But
went
there
out for
is
pizza
some-
without me.
To everyone that follows that whole conspiracy of you having a relationship with Susan, there is some like advanced racism to that, right?
Yeah, because all I did was say, she came to our podcast studio one time. I talked to her about, by the way, I tried to fucking benefit all these dipshits.
I know.
I talked
That's what
to
we
her
always try
about
to do.
monetizing mature content.
Yeah.
I said to her, why is it that when I talk about something racy or I have content made for adults that I can't get ads, when if you go watch South Park or something on Comedy Central, these are the highest advertised shows. I was like, it literally doesn't make sense. And
I'm
she
deep
said-
undercover.
And so, now in their minds, it's turned into this Jewish conspiracy where I'm best friends with Susan
that was
Wojcicki.
it. It was like one meeting. Okay, bye. She meets a lot of creators.
Yeah, she met like 10 creators on that trip to LA. And so anyway, this is him all having ulterior motives. So once again, just being a total hypocrite. I just beat him to the punch. So tell me about your relationship with Susan Wojcicki. She's Jewish, right? By the way, and you are as well.
you guys go to the same synagogue, or
Yeah. Interesting.
flip in the support of big tech, because also keep in mind too, I had to navigate some murky waters here because the goal was to remove me from medical misinformation and any conversations about COVID. Ethan has talked about that in the past.
He said your co-host sounds like a drunk when his co-host sounds like Helen Keller.
Okay, hold on. I didn't say you sound like a drunk. I said you are a drunk. Every time I see this guy, he's sitting there with a mug and his face is bloodshot. And I'm like, this guy is drunk all the time. And so this was very early in the morning, so you probably hadn't had your first sip of alcohol yet. Apparently, they said he is a recovering alcoholic. So I guess I hit it right on the head there.
touched a nerve.
Yeah. And by the way, I said he was a little leprechaun. I wasn't trying to make fun of his stature. That he actually does. His face is very like Lucky Charms-ish. But I was making fun because he came dressed as like Peter Pan as an episode before, and I was just making fun of their little dress up.
I think that was actually the other host or the other.
Well, regardless, I was just I was recalling the costumes.
Yeah.
But he is very Lucky Charms-ish in stature and face. So it works.
That in the past.
He said your co-host sounds like a drunk when his co-host sounds like Helen Keller learning water.
He's making fun of you because you have an accent. Also, they don't like women. He said, didn't one of them say stop being a woman to me?
Yeah.
He said he's never met such a woman.
Yeah.
Really?
Something like that,
Pretty
right?
gay.
Yeah, he did.
It's pretty gay. You've never met such a woman? I make the gay jokes because they're such raging homophobes and transphobes, of course.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Yeah. What kind of, in this year, what kind of insult is that to say I've never met such a woman? Like, dude, how fucking traumatized were you by your mother? I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the comparison to Helen Keller?
I don't know. I mean, this guy especially is like so unfunny.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less what he says.
I think he's just there to make Steven look funny by comparison.
Maybe.
You know?
So fucking stupid, bro. Really, the issue is Ethan's wife, because it's your job to try and beat the cowardice out of your husband, because you're gonna have a little boy, right?
Really?
That's the thing. When you have a son, you have to make sure that they understand what integrity is.
I mean, Steven, that's rich coming from the guy who lied about his fucking pregnant wife
That's
having
rich
a medical emergency.
coming from the guy who still has his dad running his business.
Get him, Mila. Get him.
Who's getting roasted today, me or Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking nightmare!
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I said the Spartan joke again. I said, do you know Spartans have man love with children? It's because he's got this Spartan armored system on his desk. But once again, he's such a homophobe that I find it deeply ironic that these people love gay sex. The Spartans, they're huge into gay sex.
Ethan, I have to compliment you on that joke because that was such a perfect lead-in to bringing.
Yeah.
I mean, it just totally was just like.
Well, I feel like I just want to make it clear because I feel like a lot of people weren't sure what I was doing there. They're like, "What?" It's just a weird comment, maybe, but it's a reference to the Spartan on the desk. So.
It was just chef's kiss.
Rizzo did a good job at just putting him off balance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Totally fucked this shit up.
So many things in that video just worked perfectly. I mean, I remember you guys talking about Vape Nation once, how just everything just lined up perfectly.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what it was like from
Yeah.
chewing
Yeah, it was
the
a
gum
magical moment.
till like right when he hung up, you're like cold feet again, and then he hung up right again after that. It was beautiful.
I just wish you would have actually debated and not been such a coward.
Genuinely, I that was the preferable outcome here. Just
I
to
had
be
never
clear.
expected him to debate. I knew he would just leave the chat.
Yeah, I mean, the irony is saying, I knew you would do anything to avoid debating, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually, my bet was that it was just going to be an instant hang up. I was actually surprised he stuck
Right.
around as long as he did. I'm glad he did.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought he would. I thought he would hang up.
I thought it would have just
immediately.
been like, "Fuck you, I'm gone."
I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy.
Although dude, he would have. Yeah. No, I love that line because nobody I know ever told him that.
For me, a man makes an agreement and a man is good to his word. Change my mind is very different.
Well, I'm not a man. I'm the most woman. Apparently, men men keep their word and women lie. You are the most woman person I've ever met.
I am delivered from a debate. I changed my mind. The whole goal to a change my mind, for example, is an anti-debate.
He looks like an aging
All right.
toddler. The
Keep
only
telling
thing.
that to yourself.
toddler. What?
That's what I'm saying. This guy's so unfunny.
But look at him. Look at him.
Also, all toddlers are aging. Just
Right. Good point, AB.
thank you.
And you look. Wait,
point.
hold on.
They come up-
Aging toddler.
They come up with the most random, unfunny jokes that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like conservative humor.
Well, the thing is, he
Something
called.
that's not computing in my brain, but they're like so unfunny. This guy's.
A lot of the funny things we've heard, Hassan said, it's like high-level racism.
Yeah.
He has like a PhD in racism.
Like what he was trying to say about Sam's
He said
eyes.
Sam is the Velveteen Rabbit, and everyone was like
Everyone
in the
was-
lab trying to figure out what that
He
meant.
said it twice. I was like, I was googling it in real time. I'm like, what is Velveteen Rabbit? Is this old storybook? Like, what
I
is
think
the reference?
I do think it was like BDI. I do think it was an anti-Semitic trope. I really do.
I saw
Anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I saw a Reddit post that said it was based on some old whatever about saying
Some
that
old
Jews don't have a
reference.
soul because he was
Right.
like,
Oh, his homie said, "And do you have a soul?"
do you have a soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see your eyes. Let me see
Yeah.
you have a soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, all toddlers are aging. That's a really good point, AB. Because that's the normal state of being a toddler. What am I, Benjamin Button? What am I, aging backwards? I mean, what the fuck?
Unless you're like Crowder, where you don't grow up, you just stay
Yeah.
a daddy's
Right.
boy forever.
Yep.
Daddy, I had a hard day at work.
he's dunking his donuts. And I know that was too easy, but you're a fat piece of shit.
Okay, bro. The problem that I have with this joke is that he says
That
the only
was
thing.
just too funny.
He says, okay, the only thing he's dunking is donuts. I'm like, did you get that from jokes.com? I mean, that could be literally used on anybody in any situation.
Yeah.
That guy literally can't say one relevant joke. The only thing he's dunking is donuts. Dude, last time I checked, you were a fat fucking little porky pig, dude. You look like a porky pig, bro. Just put a apple in your mouth and cook you up for fucking
spit roast, baby.
I'm gonna spit roast you, boy.
He looks magically delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's like the he's like Zach.
Jeez.
Dude, he's the Lucky Charms. He's the Lucky Charms. He's the Lucky
little
Charms
dig.
leprechaun if it was all mushrooms. Fuck! I can't. Ethan, you're right. I have a good joke. He's the Lucky Charms leprechaun if it was all marshmallows.
You said mushroom.
Good, right? Yeah, I know I said mushroom.
Yeah, it would have been better the first time.
I
around.
tried. My brain don't work so good. I tried to think, but nothing happened. But can you imagine if I went to jokes.com and prepped? The only thing he's dunking is donuts.
Woo! Hey-o.
I use that joke every day. Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd want to watch his show or rather watch 2 hours of the San Francisco gay chorus.
I'd rather
The
watch
San Francisco gay chorus.
These guys literally can't even not go homophobic. I said the gay chorus. Did y'all catch that? I would rather watch the gay chorus.
So who is gay?
Why do gay people make you so uncomfortable, Steven? You need to ask yourself that.
Right.
Be straighter. I'd rather pay for front row Nickelback seats.
Oh, Zach's fucking mad
And
now,
again,
dude.
it would be more straight.
Yeah.
Implying Nickelback is gay? Is that
Apparently, Nickelback and Viking.
I've heard a lot of-
Nickelback is the manliest shit, Steven. All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Why do you think Steven is so...
But can you believe that this is how he speaks? Like his analogy to what's not good is how gay it is.
Yeah, or female energy it is. That, I mean, this is
It's
like when
just-
I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And then you grow up and...
Hard to believe that it's real.
But he obviously, being gayness or homosexuality makes him so uncomfortable that it makes me wonder.
Yeah, it does make me wonder.
He goes, I don't know what's gayer, watching Ethan or gay seats.
I never sucked any ding dongs.
I think Crowder. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm thinking.
Sucking a ding dong.
Yep.
Far from the first to speculate. Far from the first. We are at 38 minutes. We should really do our ads.
Oh, okay. We have an ad, but actually, interestingly enough, we've been talking about Steven's dad. He was super pissed because we didn't stick to our word or whatever. He's like, Steven's dad emailed me. He's like, you are such a woman. He's like,
you're not invited to our house anymore. You can't play with my son.
my son's on timeout because of you. My son's watching what did he say about the gay?
The San Francisco gay chorus.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
If that's a
yeah.
Why does he know about that? Why does he have that in his back pocket? It's just, dude, the guy is flaming. Steven is, San Francisco gay chorus. That's just a retort that Steven keeps in his back pocket. So anyway, his dad wanted to call in and scold us. Here we go. The San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus is the first openly gay chorus, one of the world's largest male choruses, and the group often credited with creating the LGBT choral movement. So Steven
who is gay?
Steven is fantasizing about getting front row seats to that.
Mm-hmm.
He is,
and they're probably very musically talented, so it would be a good show.
they're very famous. Steven, he has a lot of what people have referred to as theater kid energy. If you knew the theater kids in high school at all, it's a certain type, and with all the dress up and theatrics that he seems to always enjoy doing, it's not really surprising that he's familiar with the with the gay chorus.
Well, I don't want to out him. You know, it's not my place to out.
We don't know anything.
Doesn't that make you
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not my place to out him.
Sure, yeah.
If he's in the closet, it's not my place to take him out.
Right.
Or even to point out that he's in the closet.
Right.
Or even if there is a closet. I'm sure he has a closet in his house. Maybe more than most.
He might spend time in there.
He might. I mean, surely picking out outfits, he goes in the closet. How long's he in the closet?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
A long time. All right, let's do these ads. And then we